This is Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association, your source for the latest Iowa ag news headlines right here in the heart of the heartland. With reports from our award-winning team of Dustin Hoffman, Riley Smith, Mark Magnuson, and Andy Peterson. Now, from the IARN studios in Des Moines, here's Riley.
Good day and welcome to Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Riley Smith. Today is Wednesday, January 29th of 2025. We're so glad you can join us for today's show. In today's episode with the closing market analysis, we will have Kurt Kimmel of agmarket.net. Starting off the news for today, though, yesterday I was at the Food Bank of Iowa as they received a $1.5 million donation from Hy-Vee. If you've been to Hy-Vee in the central Iowa area recently, you know that every time you're at the register, you can round up your purchase, and 100% of that rounding up of your purchase is going towards the Food Bank of Iowa. So first off, I had the chance to talk with the Food Bank's interim CEO about what this donation means for them. Talking with Tammy Nielsen of the Food Bank of Iowa, and we're kicking off the year with a really nice donation from Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee has always been a big partner of the Food Bank, so Tammy, if you could tell us a little bit about this donation and what it means for the Food Bank of Iowa.
Yeah, Food Bank has been a longtime partner in our mission. They've been wonderful to work with, and this is just another step in that partnership. It's amazing. $1.5 million donated to us, which really is going to stay right here in our 55 county service area in Iowa. So folks who are rounding up at the register know that all those pennies and add up, and they really help the community here. So this donation will really help our mission in serving families, seniors, kids, veterans, just really supporting that mission at an all-time record high. When we see that need just escalate month after month after month, this couldn't be a better time for that donation. So we're very grateful in the partnership with Hy-Vee and of the community at large, really donating to this program to ensure that their fellow Iowans have the nutrition they need.
We know a big thing is that Iowans help other Iowans, and this is a big thing that we see through this donation. I mean, you hear it all the time when you go to Hy-Vee stores. You hear the register asking you to round up, and it's in the really giving spirit. And just because it's a new year, that does not mean that food insecurity has gone away.
That's true. That's true. A lot of people really feel generous during the holidays, and reach out to us and donate, and that's fantastic too. But the need is all year long. So to get this in January, it's just an amazing way to kick off our year and to know that we'll be supported, future forward to serve those Iowans in need.
And we'll talk as well a little bit more on the Hy-Vee side of things. A great longtime partner of the Food Bank and based here in Iowa. They know what it means.
Yes, they do. They do. They're Iowans helping Iowans. And so that partnership is amazing through our food rescue program, or like Don mentioned previously, there are different vendors that really have stepped forward to help this initiative also. And so there's just been such a collaborative effort from a number of different partners within this partnership that it's been amazing. And the partnership right down to just the shopper at the store that really is making that difference. And it's an amazing thing to have what definitely feels like an entire community supporting Food Bank of Iowa and our efforts in recognizing that our mission is very important to Iowans in order to thrive.
All right, Tammy, lots of great information today. For anyone who would like to donate to the Food Bank of Iowa or get in touch for receiving donations themselves, how can they do that?
They can jump on our website, foodbankiowa.org, and there's a Find Help and Get Help button. So if you need help, you can find a partner near you that will be able to meet your needs. And if you want to give help, you can do that on the same website. And if you want to volunteer here, you can also do that right there on our website at foodbankiowa.org.
And of course, from Hy-Vee's side of things, they know that they're just Iowans helping Iowans. Here with Dawn Pazinski. She's the Assistant Vice President of Communications with Hy-Vee. And this is a great donation that we get to see pretty much every year now. And great to have that as an annual event. Hy-Vee making a large donation to the Food Bank of Iowa. It may be a new year, but that does not mean that food insecurity is behind us. So to see this donation at this time of year is obviously meeting a very high time of need.
Yes, and it was a high time of need when we actually started the campaign back in 2023. So this has been a 20-month campaign, and we are thrilled that we set a huge goal. I mean, very big, but we knew that we had persistence and the partnerships and bringing everybody together in a very collaborative format to be able to do the right thing and to move forward and take action. We knew we would reach it. So here in Iowa, it was our customers donating at the register, and also our corporate partners that were donating food. Hormel, wonderful partner, donating hams about 3 or 4 times during the year that helped the local pantries in the Food Bank of Iowa's network. Our stores that donated food almost every day to local pantries. And really the important thing is the money is part of it. It's a big part of it. But also that daily food. It just gets to families faster because stores will donate it and the pantries will pick them up. And usually it goes to families in need that same day.
And that's what we need to see. A lot of people may think that, food insecurity isn't in my community, but it really is everywhere. It's in all 99 counties in Iowa.
Yes.
And I'm sure that you guys have seen from your position with Hy-Vee that it's very easy to get other Iowans to help out Iowans who are in need.
Well, with food insecurity, there's so many myths around it, and it really is. And you stated it. It's that hidden beast that nobody really sees, but the statistics show that if you have children in school, it is a high probability that your child is sitting next to somebody who doesn't know when their next meal is coming from. The statistics prove that 110,000 kids in Iowa are food insecure, and that's just as Iowans, we just have that mindset of like we can't have that happen. We're a prosperous state, so our families and everybody who lives in Iowa should be prospering. So we need to take action. We need to do something about it. And really, when you get the information out and when we've been able to talk about it more, we really see Iowans stepping up, coming together, and doing what's right. And the roundup at the register really proves that.
And I think it's a great example, too, of every little bit helps. When you're rounding up at the register, you're adding maybe 20, 30 cents on average to that donation. But over time, now we have $1.5 million that have been donated to the food bank. And even outside of the monetary donations, even just the tiniest little bit that you can donate goes a really long way.
Pennies matter. I mean, when we think about it, we were asking our customers to donate no more than 99 cents. And when you see what that adds up to, and you see the tremendous generosity with all the multiple visits, every single time they came to the store, they rounded up, that really adds up. And here we are able to provide support to Food Bank of Iowa, who's just out there in the trenches, helping those families in need and getting them through. And sometimes it's just a day-to-day for them. They just take one thing at a time, day to day. But going to that food pantry is usually an everyday need that they have to do.
All right, Dawn, lots of great information today. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit.
Thank you.
And for anyone who would like to stay in touch with Hy-Vee and see those donation efforts going through, how can they do that?
They can do that by our Facebook page. Hy-Vee.com is also another way that we share the information that we do. Our newsroom, we're always putting out everything that we're doing at the community level. So I would encourage anybody to go to Hy-Vee.com or follow our Facebook and our Instagram channels, and you'll see the support in action.
Again, that was a $1.5 million donation to the Food Bank of Iowa. And as we mentioned in those conversations, while the holiday season is over, that doesn't mean it's not a great time to keep giving. We'll go ahead and take a look at the closing markets next, but first, here's a word from our sponsor, the Iowa Soybean Association and the Soy Checkoff. This is Ag Matters PM.
Iowa Soybean Association is driven to deliver for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers. We're proud to provide objective agronomic research, a helping hand with soil and water stewardship, and timely industry news powered by the Soybean Checkoff. Learn more at iasoybeans.com.
It's time now for the Ag Matters PM Closing Market Summary, your source for market analysis and settlement prices from the day's trade in Chicago, courtesy of the folks at agmarket.net.
Welcome back to Ag Matters PM on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, and we're here with Kurt Kimmel of agmarket.net for our closing market summary. Kurt, first off here on this middle of the week, how are the grain markets looking today?
Well, I think we've got a new era here. Make farming great again. We've been climbing the wall of worry here this week. We've seen bird flu and Brazil, good yields there and tariffs, but the market held in there. Actually, corn closed up 5 to 10 cents. The beans, up 18, 15, 16 cents. Wheat up 15, 16 cents. So, a good move here. The funds bought about 9,700 contracts of wheat, 15,000 contracts of corn, 9,600 contracts of beans going into midday. They were also pretty good buyers of the meal and oil. So we've got the momentum to the upside. The fundamental guys continue to kind of scratch their head what's going on here fundamentally to give this market a big boost.
Then, of course, we're looking a lot at the South American marketplace right now. Something interesting I heard yesterday is that Argentina is making cuts to its export tax. However, I did hear that that's mostly an old crop issue. Is that really what's been going through the markets right now?
Yeah, that's a concern. As we move down the road here, when those beans come available, it's going to make it a little bit more cheaper, a little bit more economical, feasible for the world buyer, especially when you look at the currency fluctuations that's going on. As of now, the Brazilian beans are about $1 cheaper, and so they could be a little bit better of a buy. Ocean freight, Baltic freight's at 5-year low, so transportation's pretty good. The other thing too is Brazil has trouble getting some beans into China. They've been declined there due to some quality and health issues. Then also too, we're seeing some sand mixed in with some of this meal out of Argentina. So the quality out of the southern hemisphere's kind of questionable now, and so hopefully the U.S. can pick up a little demand here until they get that straightened out.
And then looking at the livestock side of things, how did cattle and hogs trade today?
Oh boy, this cattle market's taking a little bit of a pause here. Technically, we saw a price reversal to the downside, made a new high and closed lower. Hogs have run out a little bit of momentum here too. Continue to look at tight supplies, tight numbers on the fat side. It's not going to be long here. We're going to warm up and see some cookout featuring kick in through here. So the cattle market might take a little bit of a breather here, but it's got fairly good support under it.
All right, Kurt, lots of great information today. For anyone who would like to get in touch and learn more from the folks at agmarket.net, how can they do that?
1-800-779-1515, or else go to agmarket.net and click on Intel.
All right, Kurt, thanks again for the great analysis as always, and we'll hear from you again soon.
Very good. Take care.
That again was Kurt Kimmel of agmarket.net. We'll take a look at how the numbers close through the market window at iowaagnet.com. March corn up 11 3/4 at $4.97 even. March soybeans up 15 1/2 at $10.60 1/2. March soybean meal up $8.20 at $309.80. Soybean oil down 16 cents at $44.97. Chicago wheat up 17 1/4 at $5.62 1/2. Kansas City hard red wheat up 19 1/4 at $5.80 1/4. Minneapolis spring wheat up 16 even at $6.13 3/4. March oats up 1 even at $3.50 even. On the Merc, February live cattle down $1.52 at $207.02. March feeders down $2.97 at $275.27. February lean hogs went unchanged at $83.90. Pork cutout went unchanged at $91.32. And February Class 3 milk down 11 cents at $20.28. And that's been a check of the markets here on Ag Matters PM. That also brings us to the end of today's show. You can find all of our content on our website at iowaagnet.com. Also follow us on social media, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and find our video content as well as previous episodes of AM/PM on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when those videos go live. Don't forget as well our free morning, midday, and closing market podcasts, as well as the Iowa Ag Matters podcast and Pods of Potential, which just recently released its 16th episode. You can find those on our website at iowaagnet.com or your favorite podcasting service at Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and Podbean. From the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network studios in Des Moines, I'm Riley Smith. On behalf of Mark Magnuson, Andy Peterson, and Dustin Huffman, we thank you for watching. This has been Ag Matters PM.